assist as he's addressing the media.
And get better with the process. And you stay in the moment, which I am, and understanding that we can be better.
James goes the other way, drives down a lane, back out to Green. Green for three, off the mark, no good. Markieff Morris has it, throws it inside and throws it out of bounds.
And how we, make the adjustments and how we learn from tonight, tomorrow in our film session, and when we get together and prepare ourselves for Sunday, we'll show the difference.
LeBron, I was wondering if you could sort of take us through that last minute of the game, just sort of the ups and downs of it, and then also your mentality as you were driving in. Frank described it as you were ready to take on the whole team, and then saw Danny open at the top.
Obviously, it was back and forth, big play after big play. Couple, questionable calls that swayed their way, put Jimmy to the free throw line. Obviously, we can't do that. He's been, damn near perfect at the free throw line in the series. We just need to get one stop. We feel like if we can get one stop, we can do something on the offensive end. But we got a hell of a look. We got a hell of a look to win the game, to win the series. Didn't go down. And then we got the offensive rebound. We turned the ball over. I thought, we had a lot more time than I think we even thought after the offensive rebound. And pass wasn't executed as we would like, but we got to be better. We just got to be better in Game 6 and close the series.
Hey, LeBron, you've obviously been on the other side of this, coming back from a 3-1 deficit. Is there something about that experience, do you think, that helps you understand what it will take to kind of slam the door on Miami now that it's been somewhat left ajar for them?
Well, listen, at the end of the day, you don't predetermine anything, and you take the game as it's going, and then you play each quarter, you play each possession, and you live with the results. And, you don't think about what could happen at the end of the game and things of that nature. You don't get caught up in the aftermath. You have to live in the moment and prepare yourself each and every possession. Because if you start to wander and your mind starts to go, you make a mistake. And one thing about this team that we're playing, they make you pay for every mistake. And it's the same as when I was playing against Golden State all those years. You make a mistake, they make you pay. So we have to understand that.
Awesome.
Obviously, two vets and Danny and Markieff were involved in that play. Is that a situation where you talk to them after a game like this, or do you feel like they have experience, they kind of know what it is, and they'll come ready for Game 6?
They're vets. They're vets. I don't think too much need to be said to them, and I believe they'll be much better. And not saying that they even played bad tonight. I thought everyone that was in the lineup tonight that got minutes gave the effort. We just had some mental breakdowns at times, and they make you pay for it, like I said. So we got to look at the film tomorrow and see how we can be better.
LeBron, from I think 2:52 remaining to 46 seconds remaining, you and Jimmy went back and forth. I think it was 6 straight possessions where one of you scored for your team. And even with the questionable calls, you talked about Jimmy and his competitive nature, and it's something that you relish. Can you take us inside what it's like being in that battle with the game on the line?
That's the beauty of the game, being able to compete at the highest level. And you take those opportunities and you live in the moment. You're trying to make plays for your team to be successful on both ends. And we were both just trying to do that and try to will our team to a victory. And, he was able to, make one more play than I was able to make tonight and come away with the victory.
Right, talking about calls, I ain't trying to get you in trouble, but just from your vantage point on the last foul that got Jimmy to the line, AD kind of like he went straight up. What did you see from your vantage point? I know you guys didn't have a challenge, but what did it look like from your view?
I thought AD made a heck of a play at the rim. I felt he was chest to chest with Jimmy, making him change the trajectory of his shot, and the call didn't go our way. I feel like at at that point in time, I think it was a tough call, but they made the call. We still had an opportunity to to win, but we feel like with AD, and with him at the rim and him contesting things like that, we feel like we could, we could have swayed off.
You've got more work to do, and you've got to get back to the hotel and get some sleep and get ready for Game 6 on Sunday. But first, you're going to tell me the truth about your journey to get here and hitting 7 threes in a win-or-go-home situation. How freaking cool is that?
It's pretty special. Truthfully, it's incredibly humbling just because I certainly never expected to be here. So just try to be grateful for every opportunity that I'm given. Go out and prove my teammates and coaches right, because they want me to shoot the ball every time I touch it. So it's easy to be clear in the mind when they're telling you that.
Well, Duncan, I've watched all the guys tell you shoot it. And I looked at those first 4 games, and you had confidence you was knocking it down. But it was something different today. You went hunting shots. You started asking for shots. What was the difference today, whether they were going in or not, just your mindset?
As this series has gone on, I'm getting more and more comfortable. And truthfully, I was very disappointed in how I came out really in those first 2 games. I felt like I wasn't myself and what I've been all year. And like I said, credit to these guys, because they're just always in my ear. They're relentless, always asking me to be aggressive and do my job. And obviously, it helps when the ball goes through a little bit. That obviously builds confidence as well. So it was nice to see some go, and then I just tried to continue to be aggressive.
Duncan, when, watching you shoot the basketball, people got to understand what happens before. Take me through what's going on, because there's a lot of grab and holding. Talk to me about before you get a chance to get your feet set to take a shot, what's the mindset of you? Because this looks like they're trying to be physical.
Coach Spo always says persistence. That's a key for me. So particularly at this stage, everything's scouted. Everyone knows what you're trying to do, and truthfully, I hardly take 2, so they know I'm trying to take 3s, and it falls on me to be persistent and get to my spots and really do whatever it takes to get open. And a lot of times that's cutting, screening, running all the way, from one side of the floor to the other, whatever it takes. At this stage, it's just all about winning. So if that's going to help my team win, that's what I do.
You rarely take 2s, and Jimmy Butler rarely takes 3s, but tonight, based on the defense the Lakers were playing, he needed to go and take some 3s. How much was that part of the intentional game plan tonight, that he had to space the floor?
Well, Jimmy, you just can't put him in a box. People want to say that he can't do this or that, and he's just the ultimate competitor. So when you put him on this stage, he'll just do whatever it takes to win. And I think you guys all saw that tonight. I think you've seen it throughout this series, and he makes it easy to play with, just with how when he's that aggressive, draws so much attention. And for us, it's a lot of times it's just get out of the way. And he took us home tonight. Absolutely.
Another guy I want you to talk about, Kendrick Nunn. Hadn't really been playing in the playoffs. Goran goes down. He was huge today, just fearless. Talk about how you guys are keeping his confidence going and how he played tonight.
Well, that's K. Nunn. He's even keel. He went through a tough stretch, missed some time early in the bubble, and it kind of set him back a little bit. And then obviously, the guy on my shirt, Goran, was playing so well that we made an adjustment. But he shows up every single day with the same attitude, same chip on his shoulder, and just wants to help this team win. So, when you reinsert him back into the lineup, it looks like he's missed nothing. No time is missed, and he's at his best when he's aggressive and getting to the line and getting to those spots, those mid-range spots that he loves.
So you're a pretty stoic guy, very humble guy. But we saw you get pretty fired up tonight. What happened with you and Dwight Howard?
If it involves someone trying to come at my teammates, I'll step outside the stoic vibe, whatever it takes. I didn't exactly see the play, the tussle or whatever it was, but I gotta know that especially a guy like Jimmy, any teammate though, right, that we have his back.
Yeah, but then he stepped over you over here, and you came down the court. It looked like you gave him a little. Oh
yeah, I think that was Anthony Davis.
Was it?
In the corner,
right?
But yeah, the other way to get me out of that stoic vibe is a bad call or a missed call. So I know the rest they're doing their best out here, just like we are. But in the heat of game, sometimes you can lose it a little bit.
Duncan, we talked about moving with out the basketball, knocking down 3s, but you took an unbelievable, huge charge against LeBron. Take me through that mindset. Got your feet set. You took it in your chest.
Yeah, whatever it takes to win.
UD is on the sideline. I think he has the Miami Heat record for most charges taken. So when he's barking at you nonstop to take them, it's been a huge point of emphasis for us. And I was able to slide in and take it, which was big. But, at this stage, man, it's just whatever it takes to win.
How shocked were you that they called for a challenge on that?
I was a little surprised, but at the same time, I was actually surprised that it wasn't overturned.
Really?
Yeah, you got an undrafted guy and